welcome to another episode of All Things Weather. We took a 2-week break, I guess, and in the meantime, I got a bit of a tan. Let's see if Brodie got a tan in a couple minutes. But anyway, let's talk about our weather. We've been cloudy today, and it's because of this complex of storms. It's not even just here. If we zoom out a little bit, it's in the Gulf as well, and it's basically a southerly wind is drawing in all that moisture. We stayed mostly dry today. There's going to be a chance for a shower as we head into tomorrow as well. As that moisture continues to draw in from the south, but notice behind me, that big H, a ridge high pressure will draw in, that will heat us up, they'll also dry us out, and there's going to be this potential system here that Brodie will mention in a minute that will try to develop into a tropical system, but ahead of it, more dry air, and that's going to head towards us. We're not going to get any rain from that. It may get a little breezy mid to late week, but man, the story is going to be hot and humid as we head into the weekend and the extended forecast. So it's part of my 3 main takeaways. It's going to be cloudy for the next few days. Those clouds will break, it'll stay dry, and then the heat will come back with a full vengeance just in time for the summer solstice, which begins on Thursday. So tomorrow morning, the humidity that we're all used to, we're going to be waking up to it. So the runners, we're not going to be too pleasant in the morning. And then in the afternoon, not too bad. I wouldn't doubt some areas staying in the upper 80s, near 90 degrees. It's not going to be an overcast day per se. There can be a few breaks in the clouds, but it's definitely going to be probably similar to what we had today for your Monday. Now, tomorrow, again, high temperature, 90 degrees. A couple of morning showers can't be ruled out, but definitely those dog walk, the clouds are going to make the dog walk a little bit more pleasant because they're not going to get the direct sunlight right on the sidewalks and anything like that. So it's probably going to be pretty nice to head for a dog walk in the afternoon. You still have to deal with that humidity. But yeah, overall, not too bad of a day. But just like we're getting some cool days, we're going to warm right back up. Thursday, 96 degrees. Copy and paste that for Friday, getting sunny and staying sunny. And then Saturday, it's going to be outright hot. Triple-digit heat indices, I'm expecting all 3 days. Not to the dangerous criteria, like 110 and above, but it's not going to be great heading outdoors. So that's what we're going to be dealing with as we head into the summer solstice. That heat will continue through Sunday, and then there's some potential hints at some more rainy weather headed in at the beginning of next week. But again, that story is going to be hot, hot, hot. Brodie, those tropical systems that I mentioned earlier, should we be worried about those, or are we going to be overall fine from those?
Well, the tropics are heating up. And now let's take a look at that tropical outlook. We've got this one little disturbance out into the western Atlantic near the Gulf in the mid-Atlantic states. That has a 30% chance of formation within the next 7 days. And we think that really it's going to run out of time to acquire tropical characteristics. But the real story, the main, everybody's talking right now is this area highlighted in red with a 70% chance of formation within the next 48 hours and 7 days. So tropical storm formation is likely within the next 36 to 48 hours. The first name on the list is Alberto. Now, you can see on the infrared satellite here, we've got the tropical outlook I highlighted in the red, you can see. And then the storms are those dark reds and black colors. And that is indicating cold cloud tops or higher cloud tops, healthy thunderstorms. And that just said that with those colors means we have healthy thunderstorms out there. And that's right now over inland Central America. That will soon move offshore and into the Bay of Campeche. And that's when we think really things are going to get going. And tropical characteristics are going to be taking place and acquired, and then the tropical storm will likely be formed. Now, where is it going to go? Futurecast, you can see a lot of heavy rain in the Bay of Campeche. Then you start to see a swirl happen right about here. That moves inland into Mexico. Now, some models have it going into parts of southeastern Texas. Some have it going into Mexico. If we take a look at the spaghetti plots, most of the models do take it into Mexico. But you do have a model or two that tries to bring it up here into southeastern Texas. Now, if you're watching along the Gulf Coast, anywhere from New Orleans to Baton Rouge to Biloxi, Gulf Shores, Panama City, into the Florida Peninsula, Florida Big Bend, I think we'll be fine. The only impact that we will have along the immediate coastline will be rip currents, especially Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, and parts of Texas will have heightened high risk for rip currents that are possible due to this storm out in the Bay of Campeche. Now, how much rain is it going to dump? It's going to dump a lot of rain over a short amount of time. We are getting in the 9 to 10 inches on the legend here, and you can see Austin to San Antonio to Corpus Christi to Houston, 6, 7, 9. Some places could be nearing a foot of rain by the time this is all over, and this is just in a 3-day time span. And that has prompted the Weather Prediction Center to issue a moderate risk out of 3 out of 4 for flooding Houston to Galveston to parts of southwestern Louisiana. That's for Tuesday. Wednesday, we've got another moderate risk and a bigger one, Houston, Austin, to San Antonio to Corpus Christi. So a lot of heavy rain. If you have friends and family that live in these areas, I want to give them a call and stay weather aware because flash flooding is becoming increasingly likely over the next 72 to possibly 96 hours.